What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today it is episode 14 of my season predictions video for every NFL team. Today we have the Miami Dolphins. We have been doing the AFC East. We have done the entire other divisions in the AFC, so the AFC South, AFC West, and AFC North. We are moving on here to the Miami Dolphins. The record they need to beat to potentially win the division. We have yet to do the Jets and the Bills, but the Patriots sit there at 8-7 right there. The Miami Dolphins would need to beat that record in order to beat out the Patriots. And then, of course, you would have to wait and see how the Jets and the Bills end up. But let's get into our Miami Dolphins season predictions here. Starting out with the first game of the year, a tough one on the road against the Chargers. They have to travel a very far distance for this one. I do think this one's going to be a loss. I think that the Los Angeles Chargers at home will be able to get the job done. Then they got a game against the Patriots. I do think that they can beat New England there to advance to 1-1. A Denver Broncos team who I think is going to be good this season, but I do think at home against the Broncos, I think they'll be able to win. Tough road game against Buffalo. I think that they lose on the road there. We move on to the New York Giants here at 2-2. I think that they can beat New York at home, as well as beat the Carolina Panthers at home, the new Bryce Young-led Panthers team. We move on. Let's move down a bit here to the Philadelphia Eagles. And obviously the Philadelphia Eagles, the former NFC champions from last season. I do think that the Eagles will be able to win that one. Tough road game there. They got a game now against the Patriots. I think that they'll be able to beat the Patriots. Then they got another Super Bowl team here, the Kansas City Chiefs in Germany. Should be a fun one. I do think that the Dolphins will be able to win this one at Germany, shock the Kansas City Chiefs there, and advance on to be 6-3 on the year heading into their bye week. So, let's go to after the bye week, the next week here. They got a Raiders team who's not very good in my opinion. I think they'll be able to beat the Raiders and advance on to 7-3. A Friday game here. I think this is the Black Friday game, right? This is the Black Friday game of the year, like the first one that the NFL has done. I think that they lose that one and the Jets win that one at home. We have the Washington Commanders. I think even a road game in Washington, I think that they would be able to prevail against the Commanders. We move on to the Titans. Give them a win on Monday Night Football against Tennessee. We have the Jets again, and we're not having the Jets sweep the Dolphins. It's going to be a tie in that series, so the Dolphins will be able to win it. And then we have the Cowboys. So here on this 3-game homestand, I do think that Dallas does come into Miami and pulls off the upset. Kind of a crazy, an unfortunate loss there. That game can go either way. Those are two very good teams, but I do think that the Cowboys win. And then a road game against the Ravens. I'm giving that one to Baltimore as well. The Ravens are a very solid team. I think that the Miami Dolphins will lose that one. So now they got a big game here. You look at their record. They are 10-6 right now for the final game of the year against the Buffalo Bills. I don't think that the Bills sweep Miami. I am giving this one to the Dolphins, and they're going to end up with a better record than last season. If Tua stays healthy, that's a big question mark here. But I think if Tua's healthy, man, you got to give the Dolphins a very good record like this. They were one of the best teams in the NFL last season when he was healthy. And this team, this offense is just so explosive. I think adding Jalen Ramsey to that defense is going to do wonders for that defense. Jalen Ramsey, a bit overrated, but he is still a very solid cornerback, even as he's gotten a little bit older. But yeah, that is the Dolphins' record. Let's kind of look at what's going on here. They finish 11-6. Record-wise, they do go 4-2 in the division. So they tie with the Bills and the Jets, but they do sweep the Patriots this season. In their conference, they finish 8-4. So that means that they go 3-2 in the NFC. At home, they finish 8-1. What was their one loss at home? Oh, it was the Cowboys. So the Cowboys did get one in what was the stadium? Hard Rock, I think. What the? Sorry, I don't know why it like expanded like that, but we're just gonna have to deal with this. They finished 3-5 on the road, so not a bad record on the road, especially when you get that good of a record at home. But that is the Miami Dolphins.